gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense will have the first possession of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal now. This defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Smith dropping to pass. Works the middle. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Under fire. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as his offense is trying to do some work. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're going to test the right side with this one. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
That's reeled in. It's Ferguson, and they're able to get him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made a defender miss. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes his man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The sure hands. It's Ferguson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The give to the back. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Perez wants to throw. He's got the back in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, this defense is dialed, and Ernie forced 1 interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Smith dropping to pass. They've got the screen set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll try the right side. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Perez to throw. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Smith wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Right on the money. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A first down for the offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He'll go out of power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Perez wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bender. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turn. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They boot it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The play-action fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense. And what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game.
They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Got his man quickly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Hodge. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to...
Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second.
He's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run it. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Hoosiers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The RPO fire complete to the left. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Give to the single back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this...
Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to go up top. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played at...
Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a draw. Nice move to keep running. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And That's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Fires to the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a little space.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat, maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback
fires one high and deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Hendricks. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Perez to throw. Got a wide open receiver. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon. His trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
From the gun, give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub.
Looking deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Sets up the screen. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle. This gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Looking left. That's caught. It's McMahon. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just